Fulham versus Arsenal, London Derby. Arsenal are currently top of the Premier League table with a point ahead of Liverpool. Steve, against Chelsea versus Liverpool last time out, Arsenal craved for Chelsea to win, and finally Chelsea got that win, which meant that Arsenal will stay top of the Premier League table till after the international break. Now the international break is over. We are back into the Premier League. So the question I'm asking you is, going into Fulham's game, do you see Arsenal picking all 3 points in the London Derby?
Yeah, you know, Fulham is that kind of team that they have been giving us issue for the last 2 or 3 seasons, especially when they are playing at home. And I think last season we find it difficult to win them in their home ground. So this match is going to be a very difficult match for us. But as a champion that we are ready to be a champion, that kind of game we need to win the game. Like it's going to be the game like Arsenal against Newcastle. We are able to win that game. So and Fulham, they are the kind of team on their day. They are ready to ruin your party at any day, and that day you'll be seeing the player like this guy. He will be all these players that they are going to be showing their talent, what they can do. So I'm expecting that match to be a very difficult match for us, but I'm expecting us to win because we are going to miss so many players. Like Odegaard is not going to be available for us, and in the last few matches, Odegaard has been playing that. When it comes to form, I think when Odegaard is picking up, that is when he got the injury. So it's good. Thank God that we have his replacement, which is easy, and Bukayo Saka is still there, and we still have a lot of players that can do it for us. So I'm expecting us to win.
IBB, as it is Arsenal, rather Fulham versus Arsenal. The last 6 meetings, it is 3 winnings for Arsenal, 2 draws, and a win for Fulham in the last Premier League, in the last 6 Premier League meetings. So the question I'm asking you is, going to Fulham's game at Craven Cottage, do you see Arsenal picking all 3 points against Fulham?
Yeah, in the last few years, Craven Cottage has not been the best of ground for us. And I'm expecting a difficult game as usual because this is a Premier League. Every team is going to give you the run for your money, and hopefully you can have a good game. No injuries so far from the international break, so I'd say that's a good news to us. And we're gonna miss our captain as well. So, but all the same, I'm expecting a very good performance from the boys. So, like I said, this is our year, and going Fulham away to win is not going to be difficult. So at least we've been to Old Trafford this year to win. We've been to Newcastle to win. So what is Fulham? So hopefully we'll do it again.
It's alright. Dari, if Arsenal pick all 3 points, they will strengthen their grip on top of the Premier League table by 4 points, pending the outcome of the game between Liverpool and Manchester United. Fulham, in the last few games, they have really set up their teams very well against big teams. We saw how they played against Chelsea. We saw how they played against Manchester United. Going into Arsenal's game, do you think that Fulham is going to be a threat to Arsenal?
Fulham as a team, they play well. Well, irrespective of how well they do or how well they perform, and there's a quality gap between Fulham and
Arsenal.
The Arsenal Football Club. But looking at the game, players coming back from international duty and the likes, I think all these factors will have impacts on the games. And also, if you look at Arsenal's squad, most of their players are out for the international break. So coming back now, Odegaard is out injured, and but if you look at Fulham, they also have players that went out from international break. But compared to Arsenal, these are just most of them are even on the bench in their national team. Apart from, let me say, Ruby Bassi and some of the likes of Smith Rowe and the like. So they have a squad depth that have fresh legs compared to Arsenal. Which player? That is when we talk about Arsenal now. Most of the players are out there doing the international break, representing their countries, and even in the first 11. So all these things, if you look at it, you will see that Fulham is not. You can't just write them off against Arsenal. And another advantage is that Fulham will be playing at home. They're playing at home. Okay, I saw the game against Chelsea. Yes, against Chelsea. I also see the game against. I saw the game against Manchester United. If you look at the way they play, I notice, irrespective of how well they play, they don't normally take their chances. Irrespective of how well they play, compared to Arsenal, that they have players that can create moments, like of Bukayo Saka and Gyökeres. So all these things will also play a major years on the game. So definitely I'm seeing a balanced game. If you look at both teams and both factors, it will be a balanced game. It will be a balanced game. But Arsenal should be able to come out on top due to the squad depth and the confidence now. It's now, I told you, football is all about 11 players. What differentiates a big team and a small team is that name and the quality in the team and the confidence. Mostly is the confidence. If a small team, if they are determined to punish you, forget to say you be big team, they will punish you. So, but I think Arsenal should be able to edge out Fulham come Saturday.
IBB, last time out when you played West Ham United, I gave Ateta thumbs up for his formation and the players he selected into the team. Are you expecting any changes from your last lineup against Fulham?
Yes, of course. I think Odegaard went out of that game injured in the first half of the game. I think the 21st minute or thereabouts. So we're going to be having, I'll be expecting the midfield combination of Zubimendi, Rice, and Eze to complement them, because Odegaard is out and we only have those options. And it will not be bad to see Wandery as well, because the guy is already sidelining that guy now, and we don't want him to rust. We want him to be sharp.
He will still play now.
So I think he has been injured for 4 games now, or 3 games, before he came back in our last game.
Who?
He was injured for some time.
Is he injured?
Yes, he was injured for some game. I think 2-3 games before he came back in our last game. And so nothing much, no much difference, just what we have. And we are hoping that our striker will as well get to form. So I don't think there's much change. I think unless maybe we have tired legs from the international breaks, that you want to bring, fresh legs to try to rest or rotate. Because this season, the gaffer has been rotating the players a lot. So it's a good sign for us, and hopefully things will go well as well.
So in that midfield pack, with Odegaard injured, are you expecting Zubimendi, Moreno, and Rice in that midfield pack?
No, I'm expecting Zubimendi, Declan Rice, and
Easy.
Because Eze gives that flexibility, gives that creativity. So you can't take that out.
So Steve, we know that Fulham has that ability to be compact in defense. They are also good in pressing from back as well. They are compacted, have that ability to dominate games as well, but we are not going to expect a 50-50 game against Arsenal anyway. So we're expecting them to be more compact in defense. Considering how compact they will be against Arsenal, what front line are you expecting Mikel Arteta to feed in that game?
Yeah, the only thing I'm seeing now is that let me just say, for like 4 games now, Martinelli has shows that he can improve. He's already improving, because in the last 4 matches he he has been the one scoring most the crucial goals for us, and he's a kind of player that is ready to improve when he's playing right now. So I'm expecting Martinelli to start ahead of Trossard. Then, what Gokores is offering us in the front line right now. He gave Bukayo Saka a free role. Unlike before that, you are going to have like 3 or 4 players double up on Bukayo Saka. Right now, when it comes to hold up play, Gokores is doing that job for us, because that is a little bit different when Gokores is playing and Havertz, because Havertz is the kind of player that likes running into the box. Why Gokores, I think in our last match, you can see when Arteta was giving him praise that the kind of job that he's doing in Arsenal team right now, nobody can do it so far for us. So I'm expecting Gokores to still start ahead of any other player presently, and Bukayo Saka is still going to start. Nobody's going to bench him, because that's our star boy. So that's what I'm expecting. But the match, we can win the match unless if Arteta just decide to give us, just decide to start a lineup that we are not expecting, because he's seeing Moreno, anytime that Moreno go for international break and comes back like that, I think Arteta used to trust him that he's in form, because he scored 2 goals in his last match against Spain. So Arteta can decide that he wanted to start him due to what he has done again in international break. So if Arteta does not bring what we are not expecting, like, I'm expecting Ibris Chilese to start ahead of Moreno tomorrow's on Saturday. So it's going to be an interesting match for us.
3. Fulham versus Arsenal. Will you give me your correct score prediction? 1-1. Why do you want the game to be 1-1?
You guys are going to very fast. It doesn't matter. I know Arsenal will see my kids to comfort me. I don't want to make big chance of giving them the win. I don't want to make chance whenever I see someone who and at the end of the day, not 1-1. You know that kind of thing.
So your score prediction is 1-1.
Even I will be
IBB. Fulham versus Arsenal. What is your score prediction?
Yeah. 2-1.
2-1 in favor of Arsenal. Or in favor of Fulham?
Of course.
In favor of Fulham.
In favor of Arsenal.
Right. Steve, what is the score? Arsenal versus Fulham.
I'm expecting that from Dari. He's a Chelsea fan, so Chelsea fan, as we all know, they are not expecting Arsenal to win the league. So for him to say that kind of position for him, I understand him. I know where he's coming from. So how will you be saying Arsenal for and presently they are going to play 1-1? So you saying 1-1 is the truth, Abi, but it's going to be a very difficult match for us. But and Arsenal have this kind of weapon right now. When it comes to set pieces, if playing normal game is not working out, we can still use our second to win games. So I'm expecting us to win by 3-1.
3-1 in favor of Arsenal.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that at the end of the game.